whichever wheel track position you need. Does that make more sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. Alright, so we're going to do a quick stop now, okay? Yours sounds like a scooter. If you watched the stream earlier this morning, I had another lady on a Ninja. She's got a Yoshi exhaust on hers. It sounds really nice.
You might have the baffles still in it, maybe. That's probably what it could be. If it's got the baffles in it, then yeah, it quietens it down. You take the baffles out and it's a whole new exhaust system. Yeah, no, your bike is it's decent at the moment, so don't stress. Alright, so we're going to do a quick stop now, okay? So as we normally would do it any other time, just coming down, getting up to speed as quick as you can. Yep, on your speedo, yeah, definitely, because we know your speedo's out. And as soon as you see the hand coming up, coming in a nice smooth stop. Cool. Just stopped on the 12 metre mark that time. Okay, so taking a little bit longer than we normally do to come to a stop, but that's okay. But remember, keep that squeeze going, okay? Stopping in the 12 is stopping in the 12. If you're stopping dead on the 12 all the time, I tend to like people to try to stop a little bit shorter. Normally around the 11 to 10 metre mark, at least then there's a bit of room for error. Okay, so we'll do one more, okay? So definitely don't brake any less than what you just did. So if anything, if you can, just brake that little bit more, keep that squeeze going that little bit longer all the way through. Oh, that's all good. You came to a stop in the distance, okay? So that's a pass. That is a pass. But yeah, just if you can, just brake that little bit more all the way through, okay? Alright, mirror indicate shoulder check back into first if we're not already. There we go. So once you've done your quick stop, try to get back into first gear as soon as possible. Don't wait for me to tell you. Yeah, I know. There it is. Good work. That's the reason why we want to get back into first gear as soon as possible, because if there is a car coming up behind us, we just want to move off to the side of the road. Or we just want to pull over to the edge of the road. A little bit wide there. Alright, he's getting up to speed as quick as possible. And just cruising along. There it is. Much better that time. No, your squeeze looked perfect. So if you squeeze properly, the bike will actually pull up quicker and quicker. If you pull on the brake lever, it'll feel a bit more awkward and it'll take longer to come to a stop. No, you don't have ABS. Yeah. Yeah, the Ninja 250s don't have ABS, I don't think. Well, I'm pretty sure they don't. Yeah, no, they don't. So yeah, that's why I'm teaching you the way that I'm teaching you to squeeze. It doesn't matter if you did have ABS, we'd still be learning the same way. But no, really good stop. We'll pull over on the side of the road now, okay? Yep. Back into first gear, I notice you are trying to use that clutch to try and force it to click in, to make it change. Instead of letting your clutch out and then just tapping the gear lever down, apply downward pressure on the gear lever and then let the clutch out and then let the clutch out to the friction point. Then it'll just click in the second that the clutch hits that friction point. Then you can bring your clutch back in, and then you can tap down sometimes the rest of the way through your gears. If you keep your clutch out all the time and you're just trying to tap it, yeah, and then you're going to stall the bike like we just did. So yeah, just downward pressure. If it's not changing, downward pressure on the gear lever, let the clutch out to the friction point, and then it'll just click into gear. Okay? Alright, so what we're going to do now, some more figure rows while we're here. So just in between the end of the parking here and my bike. When you're ready. Don't start your turn unless you're ready for it. Excellent. 2 more turns and then we're pulling over again. Excellent. Good work. So you had the 1 foot drop at the very beginning. That would just be a point on your test, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's not a fail if you drop your foot on the test. If you nudge the curb, it's just a point. The only time you'll fail your U-turns is if you keep stuffing it up turn after turn, drop the bike, or you come to a stop unnecessarily in the midway through a turn. Okay, but anything else, it's just points really. Alright, so when you're ready, we're going to go up to the giveaway sign and turn left. Turn left at the next giveaway sign.
Head checks, there we go. Excellent, good work. Just make sure you stop within a metre of the giveaway line. Because the law when it comes to stop signs is, if you haven't stopped within a metre, then you haven't stopped properly. But always stop within a metre of the lines. Got the 70 sign here, so we can do 70. Hey, no, we don't need any of that negativity. We always want to get up nice and fast. You could say 100 along there and I'll still try to get up to 100. Alright, so we're going to turn left onto the Tonkin Highway, okay? So we didn't shoulder check the bike lane there? No. Alright to turn it off. You can if you like, because then it gives you a bit of a buffer from the side of the road there if you do happen to start running wide. issue though is we're doing 80 already before we've reached this 100 sign. So you've got to make sure you only speed up once you pass that sign. So now we can get up to 100, no problem. So you indicated, then you mirrored, then you looked over, you looked over your shoulder, then you indicated. Then you did your lane change. So we've got to always indicate first, check our mirrors, the shoulder check is always last. We're doing dead on 100 at the moment. Yep. Yeah, so your speedo's accurate at higher speeds. It's the same as my Hondas. Alright, we're going to exit off the Tonkin Highway up ahead. Yeah, it is. So moving to your left now. Indicating, yep. Got the 70 sign coming up, so we've got to slow down to 70 before we reach the sign. Make sure you use your brakes to slow down, not your gears. Or you're turning left here, getting into the next lane. All the way to our left because we're going to be turning left onto the Nangara Road. Now, it is a valid technique to slow down with your gears and engine brake and stuff like that, but on motorbikes, because we're so exposed, it's better for us to use our brakes to slow down, so then our brake light can get the attention of the car behind us. This is a giveaway here, by the way. So yeah, always use your brakes to slow down. And if we do use our brakes to slow down, that means we can start slowing down much later than what we normally would if we were just engine braking. So you couldn't see because we weren't close enough to the giveaway line. Again, got to make sure you're within a metre of the giveaway line. The further back you stop, the harder it's going to be for you to see around the corner. Hopefully we got our U-turn sorted now. Yeah. Oh, awesome. You don't have to spend much time practicing on them, just maybe 15-20 minutes if that. So what you want to aim to do is about 4 or 6 Figaros all up as an average. Well, you got me, don't you? Yeah, nah. So this is the reason why I teach the way I teach. I'm not preparing you for a rehearsal. I'm preparing you to show the assessor that you can ride the bike anywhere, safely and in control. So, yeah, unfortunately, because there's so many assessors there that can do the bike test, each of them have got about maybe 3 or 4 different routes that they could take people on. Yep. So it's impossible for me to know exactly what route you're going to go on. So what I do is I just put you through the same situations that you're probably going to come across in your test to make sure you're ready for them. Because if I know then, if I've prepared you for the worst and the hardest case scenario, anything else they put you through will be easy. That's why when we go to Midland, we're not always following the exact same route every time. You'll definitely be riding around very similar areas, for sure. But then you might also ride down areas you've never even been to before. But if that happens, then it should be pretty simple riding. They've still got that Find Cleo sign up. They found Cleo. Yeah, they've still got the missing sign like sitting on the roundabout back there. Yeah, they found her, what, a couple of weeks ago now. Left-hand wheel track because of the oncoming cars. So with merge points, you don't have to follow the direction of the merge. In cars, we don't have a choice. In car, you have to follow the direction. But if we're in the... Yeah, exactly. So if we're coming into the merge point and we're in the left-hand lane, we can stay left if we want to. It's only once we looked over our shoulder, if we need that right-hand lane, like the right-hand wheel track, then we can move over to the right-hand wheel track once we looked over our shoulder. But yeah, you don't have to follow the direction of the merge if you don't need to. Yeah, me myself, when I'm coming up to a merge point for my test, for example, I'll see the merge, I'll look past the merge, and I'll see where I need to be on the next part of the road. So I'm just planning ahead. Oh, my voice is getting croaky. Oh, I've been on the bike since, what, 6 o'clock this morning? So yeah, it's been a long time on the bike today. Actually, surprisingly not. Like, I can feel my butt's starting to get a little bit sore, but that's the good thing about doing this, where I'm not always on the bike the whole lesson. I can take a break by doing the Figaros or the quick stops. Good thing is you've got a good street for practicing your quick stops on as well, so you can practice your quick stops on your street. Only problem... yeah, as long as you don't do it first thing in the morning or late afternoon, if you're doing it more like later in the day, then you're fine. Yeah. Honestly, it's not a problem. Your exhaust isn't that loud. Turning left here? Yep. Just heading back to yours now, okay? Whichever way you want to go. Yeah, if you do practice your quick stops though on your street, just do a couple of slow ones to start with, like 40 k's an hour, maybe 30, just to get some heat and warmth into those brakes and tyres.